The beauty debate, why these party pictures started a firestorm. What caught my attention most in these reactions is how strongly people respond to physical appearance. Because the cast members' outfits, makeup, and cosmetic changes triggered intense opinions that reveal a much deeper cultural conflict about beauty standards, aging, and authenticity in the world of televised relationships. I find it revealing that whenever Darcy or Stacey appear, the conversation immediately shifts toward transformation, enhancement, and whether those changes align with what viewers consider natural, which shows how reality TV creates an expectation that women must evolve visually while simultaneously being judged for doing exactly that. The comments about plastic surgery, confidence, and feeling unrecognizable demonstrate how tightly society ties self-worth to appearance, especially for women in the spotlight, and the intensity of these reactions suggests that the audience projects its own insecurities much more often than it realizes. What stands out is how people interpret confidence differently. Some see it in bold styling, others interpret the same styling as insecurity, which proves that visual expression is subjective and filtered through personal beliefs about beauty, aging, and femininity. I also notice how the criticism tends to be unevenly distributed, as women receive far more appearance-based commentary than men, raising questions about why society scrutinizes their choices so closely while often ignoring similar changes in male cast members. This conversation shows how reality TV magnifies the pressure on these women to maintain an ever-evolving image, even as they navigate relationships, careers, and public judgment, creating a cycle where appearance becomes both a shield and a target. The emotional weight of these reactions becomes clear when viewers express concern for the cast members' children, suggesting that public behavior and styling reflect personal values, and this projection reveals how moral expectations often get tangled with aesthetic choices. I find it important to note that many women choose enhancement as a form of empowerment, while others do it to meet public expectations, and the audience rarely knows the true motivation behind the choice, which is why judgment becomes such a fragile and often unfair tool. What fascinates me most is how the same photo can be interpreted as glamorous, excessive, insecure, or empowering, depending entirely on who is looking, reminding us that beauty is not a universal truth, but a personal framework shaped by experience and culture. I'm genuinely curious how you interpret these transformations. Do you see them as expression, pressure, confidence, or something else entirely?